Good afternoon to you wherever you are watching Ogun State Television, and welcome to the news at 2. I am Adibola Oshoboji. And just before we start, let's remind you that you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, you can check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now to the news. The largest protein producer in the world, JBS of Brazil, has indicated interest in investing $2.5 billion in the livestock subsector of Nigeria's economy, with Ogun State reaping bountifully from this. The controlling shareholder of the company, Mr. Wesley Batista, gave this indication when officials of his firm, led by controlling shareholder of EMN, Mr. John Cominatos, visited the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, in his office at Okemoson, Abeokuta. Governor's office correspondent Yusuf Ganiyu reports.
Governor Dapo Abiodun received the Brazilian multinational company, the largest player in the beef industry globally. The company came to the state to tap into the enormous potentials that exist in the country in terms of human and natural resources, with the readiness to bring their knowledge and expertise in the area of livestock. Giving a brief about the state titled "Unlock the Future of Livestock, Processing and Other Opportunities," Governor Dapo Abiodun said the state, with more than 60,000 square kilometers, offers an ideal location for investment, as it is provide unique connection to 17,000 states as well as the northern part of the country.
You ask us, why Ogun State? And we say, yes, Ogun State, invest Ogun State because Ogun State offers the ideal location, like John rightly remarked, where the connection between the 5th largest economy in Africa, which is Lagos, the financial and commercial capital of Nigeria, and us, the industrial capital of Nigeria. We are the connection. We're also the connection between Lagos and the rest of the country. So, for us, we see that as our comparative advantage over any other state.
While assuring that his administration would collaborate with the government of President Bola Tinubu to ensure food sufficiency and security, Governor Abiodun said efforts will be made to reduce food scarcity and inflation in the state and in the country.
Is to work alongside with JBS to develop a state-of-the-art livestock, cattle, piggery, poultry, lamb, goat, and of course, processing facility to meet the rising protein demand of Nigeria, check food inflation, achieve food security, and to organize that sector, whilst of course, creating job opportunities that would translate to individual prosperity for our people. Because if you come here and you do one or two of these ventures, you'll be employing our citizens, and that will increase their disposable income and translate to individual prosperity.
The controlling shareholder of JBS says it's ready to partner with Nigeria, noting that its organization currently has revenue of about $75 billion and 28,000 direct members who operate hundreds of facilities across Brazil, the USA, Mexico, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, Italy, and France, among others.
We are going to spend these days here learning more and understanding more. We are serious interest in coming to Nigeria to invest in beef, in pork, in chicken. We see a huge opportunity, and when we see the growth perspective of Nigeria, and with what the leaders in Nigeria are doing, is very encouraging to be serious coming here to do a big investment.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, Aisha Rumi, on her part said the meeting is a follow-up to the technical team sent by the company to assess the potentials of the state for investment, adding that the company is ready to invest $2.5 billion in the next 5 years in livestock, and Ogun State would be one of the states to benefit. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
The federal government has opened talks with the Saudi Fund for Development on the latter's investment in Nigeria's infrastructure development. The Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wali Edun, hosted a high-level delegation from the fund led by its CEO, Mr. Sultan Al-Mashhad, in Abuja. According to the ministry's Director of Information and Public Relations, focused on key areas of the economic collaboration, including industrial development, renewable energy, and infrastructure investment. The minister also reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to similar ambitious reforms under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, aimed at creating a stable investment climate conducive to both domestic and foreign investment. He stated that the visit marked an important milestone in effort to foster sustainable development between the two nations. The Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, said free trade zones in Nigeria have attracted more than $30 billion in investment, contributed over 650 billion naira to government revenue, and created significant employment opportunities since establishment, noting, however, that they are yet to attain full potential. According to her, while the 12 free trade zones in Morocco have flourished by attracting significant FDI and emerging as hubs for automotive and aerospace industries driven by strategic location, political stability, and proactive industrial policies. Nigeria's ongoing and planned SEZ project are yet to fully realize its potential. The minister added that the ministry is prioritizing regulatory synergy with the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Central Bank of Nigeria, and NEBSA to ensure fiscal, monetary, and trade policies align and incentives in SEZ remain competitive. There is looming fuel scarcity in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria as tanker drivers have stopped fuel loading over alleged harassment by officials of the Lagos State Government and the Federal Ministry of Transportation. Also, telecommunications companies have raised concerns over a possible network blackout as the strike by petroleum tanker drivers could disrupt diesel supply, threatening the operations of the mobile and internet services. Reports has it that the truck drivers could not load fuel on Saturday and Sunday, creating fears of scarcity in Lagos and other states. The Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu-land, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono, has installed the first monarch of Ikpere Ijebu, urging him to be a good community leader and to demonstrate exemplary leadership. The installation ceremony held at the Awujale's palace was attended by royal fathers and high chiefs from across Ijebu-land.
Excitement filled the palace of the Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu-land, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono, as the people of Ikpere Ijebu gathered in large numbers to show support for their first monarch. The Ogbeni Odi of Awujale performed the traditional coronation rite in accordance with the Ijebu Traditional Council's guideline, much to the delight of those in attendance. While crowning the new monarch, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono charged him to love his people and work towards the development of the Ikpere Ijebu community. The people of Ikpere Ijebu expressed overwhelming joy at the elevation of their traditional institution.
We thank God for this opportunity because this is what we are expecting before, for long. But we thank God for this opportunity given to us. So we thank God. And we thank the Royal Father, Oba Kabiyesi Alayiluwa, Awujale of Ijebu land. We thank him a lot.
Our joy is without bound. The whole community is celebrating. We are in the mood of celebration as far as kinship is concerned in Ikpere community. In fact, it's an historical fact that the first Kabiyesi is emerging from Ikpere community today.
In his remarks, the newly crowned monarch pledged to work for the progress and prosperity of his homeland. The historic event was witnessed by royal fathers and high chiefs from across Ijebu land.
The Ajalorin Palace, Ijebu-Ife, has hosted a grand reception to celebrate the promotion of one of its illustrious sons, Rear Admiral Kolawole Olumide Oguntoga, to the prestigious rank of Rear Admiral in the Nigerian Navy. The event held in Ijebu-Ife was attended by royal fathers across Ijebu land, top government functionaries, and senior military officers. Bolaji Samson reports.
The people of Ijebu-Ife gathered in celebration of their illustrious son, Rear Admiral Kolawole Olumide Oguntoga, whose promotion to Rear Admiral in the Nigerian Navy has brought immense pride to the community. The event was a recognition of his excellence, artwork, and dedication to national service. Dignitaries, including royal fathers, government officials, and senior military officers, traveled from far and near to honor him.
In Ogun State, we recognize and appreciate the sacrifice of our armed forces in securing our lives, our property, and indeed our territorial integrity. Rear Admiral Oguntoga's service has played a role in ensuring a safer and more stable country for us all.
For a royal person, be in the army and achieve so much, and we have so much of his success. For those of you who have got a copy of the program, you can see the regard.
Speakers at the event commended his remarkable achievement, describing him as a worthy ambassador of Ijebu-Ife. Many noted that he mirrors his father's legacy, embodying the qualities of a modern-day warlord.
Personality is unmatched. His humility personified.
Felicitations poured in as guests hailed his elevation, calling it an inspiration to the younger generation.
You have displayed true friendship that is inspiring. I thank you all for coming.
Indeed, Rear Admiral Kolawole Oguntoga has not only honored Ijebu-Ife and the Yoruba race, but also Nigeria as a whole through his distinguished career in the Nigerian Navy. Bolaji Samson, Ogtv News.
The people of Jewa Muslim community and Ikpokia community came together to celebrate the turbaning of Fadilat Sheikh Alhaji Ibrahim Akombi Oyedele as the chief imam of Ikpokia Central Mosque. The event held at Ikpokia Local Government Primary School was attended by prominent personalities, including the Onikpokia of Ikpokia and other community leaders. Olaide Oloye reports.
The turbaning of Alhaji Akombi Oyedele as the new chief imam of Ikpokia Central Mosque marks a significant milestone in the history of the mosque and the community. Welcoming all to the occasion, the chairman planning committee, Alhaji Abdullah Adediro Ashadi, acknowledged the contribution to the intellectual and spiritual growth of the community.
Everyone here present Your attendance is a testament to the love and unity we share as Muslims. Let us continue to support and uphold the values of Islam as we rally behind our new Imam in prayer and cooperation.
The well-attended ceremony featured a lecture by the guest speaker, Sheikh Dr. Sulaiman Farouk Onikijikba, who emphasized the importance of justice, fairness, and compassion in leadership. He urged leaders to always prioritize the well-being of the people. The Onikpokia of Ikpokia, Obayisa Olushola Deniyi, congratulated the new chief imam on his appointment and wished him success in his new role.
Man who has the knowledge, who has the understanding, who is versed in Quranic and is Islamic scholar. So he's someone that fits that position, and we are confident that he will perform, and the whole community is behind him.
Representing the Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, who also served as the chairman of the occasion, Alhaji Wasiu Wale Agbetokun, charged the new imam to lead with dedication and prioritize the interests of the Muslim community.
He's a knowledgeable man. He knows the right thing to do. And I want to advise him that he should make sure that he carry everybody along.
Following the turbaning ceremony, the chief imam was presented with staff by the leaders of Ikpokia. In his acceptance speech, Sheikh Oyedele pledged to serve the people of Ikpokia with dedication and uphold the values of Islam.
Great, all of it. I appreciate all of people who come here today. I really appreciate everybody in our nation, inshallah.
He also promised to foster unity within the Muslim community, emphasizing that no society can thrive in an atmosphere of disunity. Olaide Oloye, Ogtv News.
The Grace Nursery and Primary School visited to the Ogun State Television on an excursion exercise. Places they visited include the People's Tele Library, the Master Control Room, Newsroom, Studio, among others. With delight obvious on their faces, the pupils as well as teachers were thrilled by sight as they were warmly received, taught in department they visited, and their questions attended to.
Visited in the studio, the library, the SC. I would like to come to Ogtv again. I visited the library, news, MCR, and I loved them. I would like to be a character in future.
The school proprietress emphasized that experiences outside the four walls of the classroom in form of excursion give exciting educational experiences deeper than the regular school environment affords.
That I'm going to bring my learners here to learn a lot about media, communication. You know, in this world now, if a child cannot communicate, it's a problem. So that's why I said I have to bring them here for more exposure, to expose them to media house. And here when we came here, in fact, I love every section, every department.
The visitation, according to them, would help to ignite the passion of selfless service, dignity, and hard work in the pupils, as it is not just an excursion or tourism experience, but an avenue for increasing the knowledge base of the pupils. They further urged that it was expedient for parents and teachers to embrace the initiative to further educate and enrich the knowledge of their wards. Still on excursion, students of Godly Heritage College, Abeokuta, embarked on an excursion to Ogun State Television, Ogtv, the state broadcasting station. Before the visit, the student had been introduced to the workings of a broadcasting station through lessons in their classroom and ICT laboratory. However, for many, this was their first physical experience of a media house, and their excitement was evident as they saw firsthand what they had only not read about.
Good. We went into the studio room. We heard that the studio consists of It has two lights. We have the soft light and the hard light. The soft light is the major one we see, why the hard light kills shadow. And we went into the MCR, which is the master control room, where the news is being seen.
During the tour, they were taken through various sections of the station, including the library, studios, master control room, and newsroom. In the newsroom, Mr. Tunde Shodeke highlighted key features of the department, helping the students expand their knowledge of how a broadcasting station operates. Similarly, pupils from Goodman's Heritage Nursery and Primary School at Belkuta also visited Ogtv for an educational excursion. Upon arrival, they were warmly received at the reception before being guided through different operational areas of the Broadcasting Corporation. According to the pupils, they were eager to learn about each department and were fascinated by what they saw. The school proprietress emphasized that the visit provided the students with a unique learning experience, allowing them to witness real-life broadcasting processes that books and pictures could never fully capture. It was an enriching and memorable experience for both the students and their teachers. The essence of Valentine, which is sharing of true love and extending the hand of fellowship to people around, must be inculcated in the youth at the early stages of life. These were made manifest during the special program tagged Agape Love, put together by Football College Orilemo and Ziba Academy for the college students to mark and celebrate the act of unconditional love. It was fun and exciting as the students participated in different cultural dances, drama, performance and recitation of poems, dancing competition, and a host of others. Described it as a good way building good friendship and bonds among the students and members of staff.
For the progress of the other person. So not a self-centered love. So that is what we are celebrating today. That the world needs to love in a better way.
It is to develop individual who can blend into society, understand what they need to do, understand how they need to fit in, both academically and exploring their talents.
There was also the exchange of gifts among the students and staff of the college to symbolize the acts of giving and celebration of love. The family of the late Alhaji Fatai Adisa Adeleke gathered in Abeokuta for his final burial ceremony, a colorful and heartfelt event in his honor. Held at Ontech Hall along Abiola Way, the ceremony was attended by family, friends and associates who came to pay their last respect. Sheyi Alao reports.
The life and legacy of Alhaji Fatai Adisa Adeleke were celebrated in a grand final burial ceremony as his children, family members and well-wishers came together to honor a man devoted to service. Rather than a moment of mourning, the occasion was filled with joyful festivities reflecting the impactful life he lived. Guests were entertained throughout the event, making it a true celebration of his legacy. Speaking after the ceremony, Alhaji Adeleke's children expressed gratitude for the overwhelming love and support, emphasizing that their father's life was one of purpose and dedication.
I'm so overwhelmed. I thank God for everything. I'm happy to see people around us. They have really showed up, and we thank God for that.
We are already looking at a small foundation to immortalize him, because his faith is he loved education. He loved education so much that while he was alive, all the children in the community Individually, we'll be asking you how far have you gone with your studies and all of that.
Members of the Al-Barak Islamic Society of Nigeria also paid tribute, recognizing his invaluable contributions as the dedicated members of the Board of Trustees and Elders Council.
Baba was a honest man, and Baba will say it as it is. Will look you in the face and tell you your color. That is Baba for you.
Alhaji Fatai Adisa Adeleke, aged 84, passed away on January 12, 2025, leaving behind a lasting legacy of service and commitment to his community. Sheyi Alao, Ogtv News.
May soul rest on. And just before we end the news at 2, let's remind you that difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter. Don't forget that you can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, you can check us on these platforms: X at Ogtv, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now we have come to the end of the news at 2. Thank you so much for being part. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.
As Muslim faithful welcome the holy month of Ramadan, your darling station Ogtv is calling on sponsors for special programs lined up to edify and uplift the spirit, soul and body during the holy month. Programs such as Al-Quran Liakim, Oba Onibore, Ramadan Shojuemi, Ipesi Irun, Eja Musari and others for sponsorship. Visit any of our offices in Lagos, Ijebu-Ode and Ota, or Ogtv Broadcasting House, Kilometer 9 Olabisi Onabanjo Way, Ajebo Road, Abeokuta, or contact us on these numbers. May Allah accept our supplications as an act of ibadah. Amina. Ramadan Kareem.
Sports Executive is that program where we focus on sports administrators generally, especially in Nigeria, and of course take a look at that sport they administer, the challenges they're having, the success, and of course their focus for the future of the sports.